Hello.
Hi, welcome to That's English.
Good evening and welcome to Language Today. I'm Peter Chatterton. We're very lucky to have with us in the studio this evening our three guests, Professor Meline Wright.
Hi.
Professor Trevor Oldcastle.
Good evening.
And Professor Olivia Booth.
Hello, viewers.
Let me start by asking you for your advice to people who want to learn a language. Professor Wright.
You can call me Madeline, Peter. Well, my advice to language learners is this. You should speak, speak and speak. That's it. No books, no grammar, no writing, just talking. Simple.
Thank you, Madeline. Professor Oldcastle. Or may I call you Trevor?
No, you can't call me Trevor, thank you. I don't agree with Professor Wright. I think that people who are serious about languages should use books. For example, you should read the dictionary to learn new words. You shouldn't have it in the bookcase and never look at it. Look for new words and write them down.
Thank you. Finally, Professor Booth.
I'm sorry to say that your other experts are both wrong. I believe that learners should live the language they want to learn. For example, English. You should buy an English newspaper or magazine, such as the Times newspaper, and read it every day. You should go on holiday to England or the USA. Listen to English music, drink English beer, and eat a full English breakfast.
OK.
Oh, yes. But what about finding an English husband or wife? You should move house to England. Change your name to Smith.
OK, Professor Booth, thank you.
I'm sorry, but this isn't correct. Language learners should take exams and study grammar rules.
Oh, really, Trevor? That is a very traditional approach. The future is self-study, distance learning material and the internet. Learners should think about communication, speaking, talking, chatting, not books and dictionaries. No, culture. That's what people should have.
Yes, thank you, Professor Booth. Now, if I could just move on. Hello, Michelle, and welcome to the Robin School of English. I'm Robert. I'm the director of the school.
Hello.
Can I ask you a few questions about your English?
Of course.
Thank you. OK, first, what do you prefer doing in English?
Reading and writing. I like grammar, spelling and exams.
Good. Why don't you like speaking?
I feel very shy.
I see. Is this your first visit to England?
Yes.
At school in France, is your teacher French or English?
She is French.
Uh-huh. And does your teacher usually speak to you in English or in French?
In French.
OK. Michelle, I think that you are not very confident.
Yes.
May I give you some advice?
Yes, please.
You are in England now. You should read and write and learn new words. That's very good. But you shouldn't only do those things. You should talk to English people every day. The teachers here are all English. You should ask them questions and talk in class. You should make English friends. Finally, you shouldn't feel shy, and you shouldn't worry about mistakes when you are speaking.
TV review.
Tonight's TV, The Language Question. The program interviews two experts on language learning. The experts use methods and techniques with two classes of learners for 6 weeks. Then they compare their results. These are some of the experts' ideas.
Miguel Tamar.
I'm a businessman, and my business is communication. I can speak 12 languages, and my method is simple. Learning languages is easy and natural. Learners should relax and enjoy learning.
Naomi Champney. Learning languages is natural. We do it when we're babies. But when you learn a language as an adult, it's complicated and sometimes boring to learn vocabulary and study grammar. Miguel Tamar.
You need to learn the grammar and then practice listening and speaking. My learners use my online platform. They listen and make notes in the language they are learning. They shouldn't translate new words. Then they practice speaking. We all need to pronounce words correctly.
Naomi Champney. I use textbooks, grammar books, and a dictionary. We sometimes use computers, but I prefer using notebooks because when learners write words on paper, they remember the words. You need to use all 4 skills. We practice reading, writing, listening, and speaking. We revise language every lesson.
And guess which group of learners made the most progress? Sorry, you need to watch the program. 9 p.m. BTV4.
I'm lucky. I'm good at languages. I understand words quickly and I can learn pronunciation easily, but I always have my dictionary with me. I find examples of words and how to use them.
I love learning Spanish. I don't know a lot of Spanish grammar and vocabulary, but I can get by. I make mistakes, but it's not a problem. I try to read Spanish books and magazines.
In class, my teacher is a quiet speaker. I often say, "Could you speak up a bit, please?"
I'm not worried about making mistakes. I often don't understand people. I just say, "Sorry, I can't understand." It's easy. It's never a problem.
My teachers often speak and I don't understand. But I don't worry. I say, "Could you say that again, please?" I sometimes write new words and phrases in my notebook.
I carry an iPad. I have a list of new words. I write them down in a sentence as an example and then write the definition next to them. My teacher often speaks fast. I say, "Could you speak more slowly?" Or, "Could you say that again?"
The teacher asked the class about their habits studying English. Some results were surprising. For example, 16 students said they only study before exams. I think a good language learner practices every day. 22 students use a dictionary very often or always. That's very good. Dictionaries give a lot of information. For example, meanings, pronunciation, examples, etc. And finally, 14 students prefer speaking. I understand, me too. But we should practice all 4 skills. Do you think these are good study habits?
Hello, my name's Kiki. I can speak English, some Spanish, and a little French. To learn languages, I think you need to travel. When you learn a language, you should speak to people. You shouldn't worry about making mistakes. Finally, people should visit different countries and live in them.